This is our video about the Indiana State Fair stage collapse from the subject Learning Mechanics from Engineering Failure. The stage collapse was an incident that happened at an outdoor concert at the Indiana State Fair, which is a major annual event with about 1 million visitors. It takes place in Indianapolis, Indiana, USA. The stage collapsed due to strong winds and fell on the audience, which resulted in 7 deaths and 58 injuries. The tragedy occurred on August 13, 2011 at 8:46 p.m. In our video, we will talk about the events that led to the accident, the following investigation with the mechanical and human failure, and finally about the resulting legal cases.
There were many predictions of storms and strong winds for that day. The director of the fair was aware of the thunderstorms predictions, but she led the decision of going on with the show for the band. At first, the storm was predicted for 9:15 p.m. and the band was called to start the concert at 8:45 p.m., so they finally decided to go on with it. Before the concert, National Weather Service warned that the storms would be anticipated at 8:40 p.m., but the director was not noticed about that. At 8:45 p.m., when the show was going to start, the director agreed with a police officer to evacuate the stage. But there was no time enough to do it. The stage collapsed at 8:46 p.m. The wind speed was near 100 km/h.
Because of the accident, the Indiana State Fair Commission hired 2 investigations to know why the stage collapsed, and to know the State Fair's preparedness and response to the incident. The report showed that the accident occurred because the lateral load resisting system wasn't sufficient to withstand the conditions to which it was subjected. The lateral load resistant system was comprised of guy lines, which were connected to concrete ballasts. These ballasts were not fixed anywhere, so they only held on the structure with its own weight and by the friction with the ground.
In this way, the ballast could only resist winds ranging from 10 to 69 km/h, when the actual wind speed was about 95 km/h. So this was one of the fatal mistakes that made the structure could not avoid the collapse.
Now we will speak about the errors made that led to this accident. Therefore, we analyzed the investigation reports we mentioned before. In the following points, we try to summarize the errors made by the different parties. First of all, there are 3 big parties that made errors during the accident: the State Fair Commission, the stage manufacturer, and the Indiana State. Regarding the State Fair Commission, it is to find that they didn't secure the stage sufficiently. As we explained before, this was due to the insufficient lateral load resistance system. As a second point, the State Fair Commission didn't follow instructions for erection given by the manufacturer. This refers to the construction of the stage. The State Fair Commission showed indecisiveness and unclear responsibility to initiate an evacuation when the storm was close. As a last point, the investigation report pointed out that there were communication problems for the State Fair Commission to transmit weather warnings to the director. The stage manufacturer was accused to have done an inadequate analysis 2 years before the fair accident of the stage which collapsed during the accident. It was also found that the stage manufacturer gave poor instructions regarding the security and the construction of the stage. As a last responsible party, the Indiana state missed regulations for temporary erected structures, like the collapsed fare structure.
As a result of the collapse, 4 legal cases were instigated, one of them seeking for unspecified damages from the ban, state rigors, and other associated with the production. It was sentenced that, in the contract of Sugarland with the State Fair, the final say to cancel or not the performance due to weather conditions was on the ban.
Mid-America Sound, the stage company, was fined $63,000. It failed to implement an operations management plan and did not provide appropriate qualified supervision. The International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees was fined $11,500 for failing to consider cell conditions. It also failed to provide fall protection for employees above ground level and did not conduct an equipment hazard assessment. Finally, the Indiana State Fair was fined $6,300 for failing to conduct a life safety evaluation and assess the fairgrounds.